Welcome to Learning Reaper. I'm your host, X.E.L.O. Hi, so today I'm going to be going over piano rolls once again. FL Studio has just dropped the release 21.1 and they did a couple of updates to the piano. So let's see how it stacks up against Reaper still. Let's go. All right, so for those of you who are not familiar, I actually did a video asking if FL Studio was still the king. And in that video, I showed very well how Reaper is a little bit ahead of FL Studio. Let's just say that. So they've added some things inside of FL now that will bring them up a lot closer to where Reaper is, at least in my opinion. So let's go over what they've added and show you the same things inside of Reaper. Let's go. All right, so here we are in FL Studio, and this is FL Studio 21. I have the piano roll set up, and I have it set up with the Keyzone Classic piano. If you're familiar with it, you notice this new icon right here. This is the snap to scale icon. So you can click it to turn it on and off. If you right click on it, it'll show you what actual note you're locked to. And then you can also hit on snap to scale here. And you can choose if you want the natural minor, anything on here you can actually choose. So I'm just gonna leave it on the natural minor and I'm gonna hit on snap to scale. So what this means now is if I click on C, it'll add a note, right? So I'm gonna stretch this out to 1 bar. And if I try to go right here on this note, it won't let me do it. So I have to go up to this note, which will allow me to do, and I can click on this note, but I can't click on this E. As you see, it goes up here to this F note. So this is what the scale locking actually does. This feature is also available in Reaper. Let me show you. All right, so here we are in Reaper. This theme right here is called Peace. So I'll show you the same thing inside of Reaper. It's just a different location where you can actually do it. So if I wanted to set it to C natural minor like it is in FL Studio, I will go down here to the bottom, click on where it says key snap, and I can choose which scale I want here. So if I wanted it to be something different, I could choose them here. So I'm gonna leave it on C. And right here where it says major, you could click on that and it'll give you an option to change it to natural minor, melodic minor. And if you want different modes, there are a couple of different ones here. And they also have scripts, so you can add a whole bunch more if you wanted to kind of have it look like FL Studios. They have a script that shows you that. And I do show you that in the piano roll setup video that I have. So if you want to actually see how to do that, check out that video. All right, so I'm putting on natural minor. So now I could go here, and I also have my piano roll set to if I do 1 click, it'll add a note. So it's pretty much like FL Studio in that sense. And if I double click the note, it will remove it. Unlike FL where you hit right click, it'll remove it. And here, if you right click, it will bring up a menu. All right, so let's stretch this out to 1 bar. So if I wanted to go right here, as you see, it's kind of grayed out. I can't click that note. I have to go up here. All right, same thing with this one. This one's grayed out, so I won't be able to put it there, but I can put it up here. So the same feature for scale locking in both DAWs. I was waiting for FL Studio to do this for a long time. I used to use Cakewalk and they had to snap to scale, and then I went to Reaper and they had snap to scale, and I was like, all right, FL, you guys need to implement this some way, somehow. But now they actually have it in there. So let's see what other features they added inside of FL Studio. All right, so with this being like this now, it's easier to kind of make notes. So if I add a note, I can skip that one. And now I have a minor, right? So I have a minor chord here now. So if I wanted to duplicate these over, hold down Control, left click, drag over all of them. I'm gonna do a Control and B to latch paste on here. So if I wanted to move these now, which is the whole point of actually having these to lock the scales, I can move this around now and it'll be in scale, right? So let's move this one. Let's go up 1. So something really simple that you can actually add inside of the piano roll. So another feature that they added inside here was the option to add markers. So I'm gonna go right here to where it says time markers. and I'm gonna go to add key marker. So now I can go in here and set different markers for different places. So if I wanted to do like this other Arabic one, right? So click on that. So now these notes are no longer gonna stay in the same place. Like these are not the correct, like if, how this A is here, I don't believe this A is a part of that scale. So if I click on this A, I will not be able to put it back on that A, as you can see here, because it's no longer part of that scale. And you can move these wherever you want them to be. So I can have them change. So let's say it changes at this bar here. So now if I go back, I'm able to put it back to where it belongs in that first scale that I set up. I think this is pretty cool. It's something that I haven't seen another DAW implement, but it seems to be pretty cool to actually have this, and you can move these around to wherever you want it to be inside of that scale, right? So that's another feature that they've added inside of FL Studio. There's nothing to really compare it to inside of Reaper. There's no time or key markers like this inside of Reaper. So I definitely have to give this one to FL. That's something that was pretty innovative, if you ask me. All right, so the other thing that FL Studios added was the option to do scripts inside of the DAW. I think that's really cool. So let me show you. All right, so if you go up here to this drop down and you go to tools, and over here is the option for scripts. So you can run a script, and they actually have an option to humanize now, which was one of the things that I did talk about in the other video, that it didn't have an option to do to humanize like it does inside of Reaper. But now you have that option to humanize. So if you click on this, it brings up this little box, which is always awesome to me. I love that FL does these little boxes. It just helps out so much more when you're trying to figure out what you're trying to do. And it does it in real time, so you can see stuff moving. So I'm gonna drag this down. You'll be able to see anything moving if I'm gonna hit on this button here that says regenerate. And as you see, it moves stuff around, it changes the velocities. So I can just keep hitting regenerate, and it's gonna do different ones, right? So I think that's really, really cool that they added some scripts in here now. So now you can actually put scripts inside of FL Studio, where I don't believe you were able to do that before, especially inside of the piano roll. So I tried it. I tried to pull one of the FL Studio Python scripts inside of Reaper. It's not compatible. It doesn't work the same. I'm not a script writer, so I don't know how to fix it, even if I wanted to put it inside of Reaper. But of course, Reaper does have that option to do that. So if you right click down here, go to your actions, show action list, you have custom scripts for almost everything. If you want to set up Python inside of Reaper, it's fairly simple. So let me show you guys that real quick. Control P to bring up your preferences. And you want to go down here under the plugins part where it says ReaScript. So you want to enable Python. This will allow Reaper to read Python scripts. And if you don't have Python installed, just click on this download Python, and it'll take you straight to the Python site. Download the newest version of Python. Make sure you install it on a path that you know, and then you would just put in whatever the path is. You can type this in, or you can browse and look for it, and then make sure you have that directory find this DLL file. I don't know which Python you may have. It may be a different number in the future, but right now this is 3.11. And this is the one that I'm using currently inside of Reaper. And just make sure this DLL file is here, and then you'll have it say the Python file is installed. It's gonna prompt you to restart Reaper, which is cool. You'll restart it, and then you'll be able to use Python scripts inside of Reaper. But I just wanted to give you guys this really short video just to kind of see what FL did to kind of update their piano roll. And is it still the champ? Let me know below in the comment section. Let me know which DAW you think has the best piano roll. Does it compare to Reaper's piano roll? I did have a video showing you guys all the things that Reaper did that FL Studio piano roll kind of doesn't. But now FL has added one more notch to their lineup, and that is the markers. The markers is a really, really nice touch, FL Studio. I appreciate that one. That is something that I haven't seen in any other DAW. It's something that they implemented very well so far. And we'll see where else they take their piano roll next. But as far as like customizing and scripting, I mean, we all know the MIDI editor inside of Reaper is probably second to none. But with that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you want to get your piano roll set up the way mine's currently is, I do have a video showing you guys how to set up the piano roll inside of Reaper. And make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the channel. And once again, I want to thank you guys for watching Learning Reaper. Till next time. Peace. Hey you, yes you. YouTube wants you to watch this video next, man. Go ahead and click it. I'll wait. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not going to keep waiting here. All right, I will see you in the next video though. Peace.